Welcome back to Eldritch Horror. We're playing with Trish. We're playing with Jacqueline against Cthulhu. And Jacqueline has now got a Dark Pact, so that's not good. Alright, let's begin. Of course, we start with the characters. They get 2 actions each. And this time I'm going to have the lead investigator be Jacqueline, and it will make sense here in a minute. So her actions are going to be very simple. She's going to use the first action from her special ability or her action ability. You may trade any number of clues with an investigator on any space. So she has 1 clue, and she's going to give this to Trish, who has none, and now she has 1 because Jacqueline's given it to her. So that was Jacqueline's first action. Her second action is going to be moving from the sea space here to Buenos Aires. That's her 2 actions. Very quickly, that's what she wanted to do. Now, the reason I did this is because I want Trish to get up to that rumor up there and get rid of it before it starts getting rid of our assets. And of course I read it incorrectly. I left a note. What it basically means is there are 4 Eldritch tokens on it. It means everything in the stack of assets in the reserve and in the discard that has a cost up in the left corner of 4 or greater is removed from the game. And then a token comes off. The next reckoning, everything costing 3 or more is removed from the game. So it basically whittles down your ability to gain assets, good assets. As the game goes on, we don't want that to happen. Because I had contemplated having Trish come here and try and take out the mummy and get that clue to try and solve the first mystery of Cthulhu, but I think we're going to have to postpone that a bit. All right, enough talking. Over to Trish. She gets 2 actions. Her first action, she is going to get a rail ticket. So she's going to buy a rail ticket for herself in Rome. Of course, Rome has a railroad track attached to it, so she can buy a rail ticket. Then her second action is going to be to move. She's going to move to Istanbul, and then she's going to spend her rail ticket immediately to move 1 extra space along a railroad track, which takes her to location 16, which is where the faded from society rumor card is sitting. All right, that didn't take us very long. I know I'm only doing 1 round per episode, but once again, I like to kind of catch things in editing so I don't mess up too many things in between episodes. All right, that was the 2 actions. 2 for Jacqueline, 2 for Trish. Now we're on to the encounter phases. Jacqueline is the first. She's the lead investigator, so she's going to have her encounter first. She's on Buenos Aires. I think she might as well have a Buenos Aires adventure, and so that's one of the green cards. And we're going to take a look and see what it has to say. It says, you discuss magic with an immigrant named Shamakov. Gain 1 non-incantation spell. Non-incantation spell. You hear people trapped in the cellar, and he attacks. Oh my god. All right, well, let me get out the huge stack of spell cards. We'll be right back and deal with All right, I gotta say, I don't much like that encounter. So this is their huge stack. So we're going to pull from the bottom. We're looking for the first non-incantation. Of course, I pull an incantation, so we're looking for a non-incantation. We pull a ritual. So she gets a ritual spell, and it's an action. Choose yourself or another investigator any space, roll test. Lore -2. Roll 1 additional die for each tome in possession. If you pass, investigator gains a clue. Cool, so she can gain a clue. She's got 3 spells now. However, the rest of this card was really not what we wanted to see. You hear people trapped in the cellar, and he attacks. Oh my god, so we're going to have a strength -1 test. And yeah, let's take a look at Jacqueline here. She has a strength of 1. -1 would be 0, but you can't roll less than 1 die. She has no clues left. It's going to be a straight up roll, and it's going to be success or failure. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to be rolling 1 die, and we're going to hope for success. Come on, success. And we get a 2, which is a long way from success. It's actually a failure. And there's nothing I think we can do about it. Do we have anything we can do about it? No, we don't. The silver key has nothing to do with that. And incantation. Nah, flesh ward. There's really not much she can do about it. So she basically just passes. If you fail, gain 1 injury condition. Oh, great. So I'm going to have to pull out all the injuries. And we're going to have to randomly grab 1 injury for her to get. So let me get that ready to go. And then we'll see which injury she gets. Oh, great. All right. So how I'm going to set it up is we have head injuries, leg injuries, internal injuries, and back injuries. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to roll a 4-sided die and see which injury she ends up getting. And that is a 2. These are the funky 4-sided die that have the number at the top. So we rolled a 2. And a 2 equates to a leg injury. All right, so leg injury. Oh, great. So we'll just kind of randomly shuffle these up. And she now has a leg injury. So she has a dark pact, a leg injury, 3 spells, and the silver key. All right, we're going to have to put all the rest of these injuries back in the stack. Get rid of them. Oh, great. Off to a great start. So, oh, that was a brutal encounter for Jacqueline. Fine. Huh. Well, that was not the greatest. So, and I don't think Flesh Ward does anything for you when an investigator would lose health. She didn't lose health. She just lost the fight and took an injury. All right, so I apologize for the abrupt edit there, but I couldn't read the card without my glasses. So I got my glasses now. Trish is going to have her encounter up here with this rumor. There are 4 tokens on it in space 16. All right, now I can read things properly. Yay for me. And it says, as an encounter, an investigator on space 16 may attempt to research similar occurrences from the past. So Trish will have to test observation. And we gave her the clue from Jacqueline because if she can pass her observation test, she can spend the clue and get rid of that rumor, which is really quite bad for us. She has an observation of 4, so she's pretty good as a spy at observing things. Going to be rolling 4 dice. So let's get her rolling 4 dice, and she needs a success. Please, a success. And she gets 2 successes, a 5 and a 6 on the funky dice. So that is a success. All right, what happens when we succeed? If a hero passes, he learns about a Russian folktale where children go missing. He may spend clues equal to half of the investigators, which is 1, to solve this rumor. So she's going to take the 1 clue she got from Gloria. She will spend it. She will solve this rumor, which will then go away and never plague us again for the rest of this playthrough. All right, Trish. So that's the end of that. These Eldritch tokens, of course, will also go away because they don't have an effect anymore. And good for us. All right. That was pretty good stuff. And up next, we're going to have the Mythos phase because we've both had encounters now. So we'll come right back and encounter the Mythos phase. Okay, Mythos card time. Top card of the Mythos deck. And we know by looking at Cthulhu that the first 4 cards were 2 blue and 2 yellow. So we know it's going to be a yellow Mythos card because we've already had the 2 blue rumor cards. Oh, yay. So let's have it here. And we're going to follow top to bottom, left to right. And the first thing is the Omen track is going to advance. So the Omen track advances. Goes from the green comet to the blue constellation. We have no gates on the board, so nothing is going to happen. But now, of course, it is time for the Reckoning. The Reckoning is going to happen, then we're going to have a gate. So Reckoning effects. This is going to get ugly. So Reckoning effects, I have to remember the order of the Reckoning effects. Does it tell us on the handy dandy card? No, it does not. I believe it is monsters first. Our only monsters, the mummy, does not have a Reckoning effect. Then we go over to Cthulhu, and he does have a Reckoning effect on his card. And it says, each investigator on a C space, well, we don't have any investigators on C spaces, that does not contain an Eldritch token, place an Eldritch token, blah, blah, blah. So that Reckoning effect on Cthulhu doesn't happen. Then we're going to look at we're going to look at rumor cards, I believe is next. We have the Madness from the Sea ongoing rumor. This is a bad one. It has a reckoning effect. Place a sanity token on this card. Then each investigator loses 1 sanity for each sanity token on this card. Well, that's the first time this is triggering. So we're going to put 1 sanity token on that card, which means Jacqueline is going to lose a sanity. She goes from 8 sanity, and that's going to knock her down to 7. So I put the tokens on the cards as they get damaged. Trish Scarborough only has 5 sanity. She gets knocked down to 4. All right. Not good. Continuing on. Kind of hiding some of the card. Now we have a gate. We're going to be putting a gate on the board, and a gate always comes with a lovely little monster. So the gate appears at San Francisco, which is good because that's the green comet, which is at the top of the omen track. And not too worried about that right now. But we reach into the handy dandy monster bag. Mr. Crown Royal monster bag. And I'm going to pull out, oh, come on, something not atrocious. We pull out, oh, what the heck? Okay, we pull out a hunting Bayaki. Has a green tentacle on it, so it means we flip it over and it immediately has something happen. When this monster is spawned, move it to the nearest investigator. Then an investigator on this space becomes delayed. Oh, come off of it. That really sucks heavily. All right, well, we're going to do that with Trish. She's going to become delayed, which means she's not going to get any actions this turn, which is very unfortunate. So the hunting Bayaki, I guess after she took care of that rumor, hunted her down. That's not good, and has her delayed, which means no actions this upcoming next turn. Damn it. All right. What else do we have in this hideous card? It says, in your darkest moment, your compatriots find a way to help shoulder your burden. Each one finds a way to make sure that you never have to suffer alone in the midst of such horrors. This thought alone provides you with some solace. Together we stand. It's an event. All right. The lead investigator loses health equal to his current health. What? Unless other investigators as a group lose health equal to the number of investigators. Oh, come on. Let me read that. This is brutal. The lead investigator loses health equal to his current health. Well, it would kill Jacqueline unless other investigators as a group lose health equal to the number of investigators. Well, gee, we're just going to have Trish then lose 2 health. So she's delayed and she takes 2 health hit. So she goes from 7 hit points down to 5. What other horrible things happen here? This is a good card. Then it says the lead investigator loses sanity equal to his current sanity unless other investigators as a group lose sanity equal to the number of investigators. So once again, Trish is going to be hit again for 2 sanity hits. Holy man. So she's going to go from 4 sanity. That's going to knock her down to having only 2 sanity left. That is absolutely horrible. All right, well, that's the end of the Mythos phase. Wow. I thought that was going to be pretty good. Together we stand. So basically, Trish saved Jacqueline from either being completely eliminated from the game through injury or madness. But and she can't even take a rest action in the next episode because she is now delayed. But I'm going to have to read the rules on delayed because I can't remember when you become undelayed. I think it is after you take your actions, you become undelayed. I don't know. I'll have to read it. She may be getting rid of delayed at the end of the Mythos phase. I will have to check it. And of course, at the end of the Mythos phase, we need to check the status of the stars are right. And of course, we only have 1 token on here, so this is not solved. So we will be coming back for another round. So things went south very quickly. In this one, we solved a rumor that would have knocked our assets out quite a bit. And wow, there wasn't much we could do about the encounter Jacqueline had. That was really brutal, where she got the leg injury. And then, of course, the monster spawning delayed Trish, which is equally horrible. And that encounter card was, our Mythos card was brutal as well, adding 2 damage and 2 sanity damage to Trish to save Jacqueline. So there you have it. So thanks so much. This is Eldritch Horror. We're playing against Cthulhu, Trish, and Jacqueline. So far still alive. I don't know. I thought we were getting closer to possibly solving the first mystery, but that round was nasty. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, your subscriptions, your likes. Really appreciate it. Join me next time for the continuation of Eldritch Horror against Cthulhu. But not so fast. Yes, I'm back at the end of the episode to try and correct the screw-ups. First up, we'll do this one quickly. Trish is not delayed. If you read the back of the backy card carefully, it says it moves to the nearest investigator. Well, it came out of the gate in San Francisco, which is only 2 spaces away from Jacqueline, but it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away from Trish. It's going to hunt down Jacqueline. Jacqueline will be delayed. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but we still have 2 effects cards that we had on Jacqueline that I totally glazed over with the reckoning on them. One is the leg injury. The other is the dark pact. Oh my god. So we're going to have to do that. Let's just go ahead and try the dark pact first. So the reckoning, roll 1 die. On a 1, it is time to fulfill your part of the bargain. All right, we're going to roll the die for Jacqueline. We're going to really hope she doesn't roll a 1, and she rolls a 4. So the dark pact stays with her. It is not being cashed in yet. Leg injury. When you perform a rest action, you may roll a die. On a 5 or 6, discard this card. Well, guess what? It's reckoning time. Test your strength. And yes, Jacqueline she's such a bodybuilder. If you fail, flip this card. Oh my god. Her strength, as we know, is 1. Jacqueline's going to roll 1 die. She has no clue tokens. I don't think she can do anything else. Nope. She's just going to roll the die and hope to get a success. And she rolls a 4. If she was blessed, she would have a success. But she fails. Oh my god, she fails. Which means the leg injury she got in Buenos Aires is going to get worse. Stabbing pain. You know the injury is not severe, but with every few steps you take, the pain in your ankle forces you to rest for a few minutes. Become delayed. Okay, well that's kind of funny. And flip this card over. So every time she fails that, she's going to become delayed. She's already delayed by the hunting by Aki. All right, that clears up the errors. I apologize for that. Oh my god, that was a brutal round. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes. Join me next time for the continuation of Trish and the delayed Jacqueline with her leg injury as we try to have them defeat Cthulhu. Thanks for watching along, and we'll see you next time.